Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our MPH MBA program overview. We are so excited to have you here to view and learn more about this exciting combined degree program. My name is Keenan Gibbons. I am the Assistant Director of Graduate Public Health Programs in the School of Public Health and Health Professions, and I am here joined by my wonderful colleague, Megan Wood, who is the Director of Recruitment and Admission in our School of Management. So let's delve right in. Time to learn a little bit about the University of Buffalo. We are considered an academic powerhouse. We are the largest and most comprehensive university in the SUNY system. We consistently rank among the top 2% of U.S. universities as a member of the prestigious Association of American Universities, the AAU. We are a Research One institution considered to be very strong in terms of our research outcomes and funding. So a little bit about UB School of Management. Our school ranks very high. It's ranked #1 business school in SUNY. It's top 10% accredited B schools by Business Week, US News and World Report. It's considered a top 15 nationwide for MBA employment rates. And is #5 in the US for MBA return on investment. So a little bit today about why the MPH MBA. Both degrees can be very invaluable and are also very diversifying. Individuals who graduate with an MPH or an MBA are able to go on and work in many places, many spaces, doing many important things. But some of the reasons why the two programs pair so well together is because they allow students to develop effective leadership, teamwork, critical thinking, and communication skills. It allows students to really develop analytical skills, both from a community health and health systems perspective, as well as from a business perspective. It allows our students to walk away with competencies in how to address societal healthcare challenges. And many of our students are going on and working as managers in health settings. They're working in different health research institutions, maybe as research administrators, but they are able to use their network with alumni and leaders that they come into contact through the MPH and MBA to really dive headfirst into the healthcare field. They're also able to understand and interrelate roles of healthcare policy, development, facility management, and strategic planning, drawing from the strengths and competencies of both programs. Finally, it's a great opportunity for you to really invest yourself and to delve into a community of individuals with different backgrounds, different strengths, and different professional goals and careers. So a little bit about our timeline for the MBA MPH. Typically, students who pursue this degree program start in year one with the MBA. They focus fully on the MBA, the foundational courses, and all of the requirements entailed there. Then in year two, they start to blend the MBA and MPH. They become introduced to some of our core curriculum, our concentration core, and our elective courses on the MPH side. And then finally, in year three, students are able to focus fully on the MPH. Now, some students do decide to do MBA to focus for 1 year, the MPH to focus for another year, and to blend it in the third year. We very much recommend and will provide guidance to you that you should begin with the MBA to start so that you are properly matched with your cohort for that program.
From this point, we'd like to review the MPH MBA curriculum. The UB MBA program really aims to maximize your return on investment with foundation building core courses and career targeted electives. Our robust MBA core curriculum prepares our students to lead in today's constantly changing business environment. Our incoming MBA class is divided into 2 cohorts, no larger than 40 to 50 students each, to ensure vibrant class discussion and learning. Additionally, each first-year MBA is assigned to a 5 to 6 person team who work together the entire first year across core classes, projects, and presentations. Students take 27 required core course credits in year one. They're able to choose a 3-credit elective in the second semester, in the spring semester. And as you can see, the majority of our core classes are 7 weeks in length because we really want to make sure you have that solid general management background during the first year of the program. Required core courses and first-year experiences provide a strong foundation and are the same for all MBA students, whether you're an MPH MBA, a JD MBA, a single degree MBA student. Our core year is the same for all students. And then most students will complete a 3-credit internship in the summer in between years 1 and 2. Our MBA program offers 10 focus areas, and it's important to note that some students select courses from one focus area, others choose 2, and some don't choose a focus area. They just like to kind of pick and choose electives from a variety of focus areas that are of interest to them. MPH MBA students will take 21 credits of MBA elective coursework, and our academic and career advisors assist students to determine the best focus areas and electives based on the student's personal career aspirations.
So a little bit about the MPH concentrations. So all MPH students will be required to select a concentration. If you have any questions, please always feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to me specifically at keenangi@buffalo.edu. That's KEENANGI@buffalo.edu. If you have any additional questions about concentrations, our concentrations include addictions, biostatistics, community health and health behavior, epidemiology, environmental health, health equity, health service administrations, and the individualized track. Each of these programs comes with their own core competencies, requirements, and knowledge-based foundational components that will strengthen your CV, that will strengthen your professional development, and will really be able to immerse you in the field of public health. Something to note is that the majority of our MPH MBA students go into the Health Service Administration concentration. The reason for that is really that the two marry very well together. Most able to share elective courses comes out of the Health Service Administration concentration, as well as the cross listings for those courses. Students think that they might want to pursue another concentration, then I very much recommend that you reach out to me just to ensure that you are on the right track and that you are able to be set up for success, to meet with your advisors to ensure that you meet the requirements for both programs. So just a sample of our first year curriculum, students will take a combination of foundational and concentration related courses. If students are blending their year 2 with MBA and MPH, that means that there will be some courses that are substituted with MBA credits. This is just an example. It is not necessarily exactly what you should enroll in, but it demonstrates what courses are really emphasized in the first year. They include our foundational courses of Introduction to Healthcare Organizations, Statistical Analysis, an Intro to Epidemiology course, Environmental Health, as well as some Public Health Teams and Practice and Leadership courses. These courses are required of all students regardless of concentration. What then varies is our concentration-specific courses and our elective courses, which are determined by the department and program concentration themselves and should be directed and selected with assistance from your advisor. The final year is going to really be focused on electives, field training, and the culminating project. The field training functions as your internship. It is sometimes shared with the MBA. Again, that is something that you will want to talk to your advisor about just to make sure that it qualifies. And then the culminating project, which is your opportunity to really show your knowledge and competencies in the MPH, and is an opportunity for you to create a project and really dive deep into a topic of interest.
Excellent. So you're very fortunate to have an academic advisor on the MPH side, on the MBA side, and additionally, you have a career advisor on the MBA side as well. Something that's very unique to the UB MBA program and anyone considering the MPH MBA program is action learning. These are opportunities where our students really get to apply what they're learning in the classroom. And we know it's important because employers are consistently describing a need for strong critical thinking and problem-solving skills. So since our program emphasizes an experiential approach through action learning, our students really get to showcase what they're learning in many ways. Action learning actually begins at orientation and continues through year 1 and 2 of the UB MBA program through UB MBA Advantage. In August of year 1, before classes begin, our UB MBA students build strong bonds with their entire incoming class. Through team building activities and leadership experiences, they engage with many in our School of Management community. During the first fall semester, students actively participate in a 600 level discussion class focused on career planning and development. They prepare for focus area selection, internship search, the interview process, and more. Before spring classes begin, students participate in 2 days of virtual programming focused on career development, including internship networking, realistic job previews, and mock interviews. Our MBA students kick off their second year by taking a deep dive with industry experts to enhance the key skills needed to focus on their post-MBA job search. And you might be back in the MPH program classes at that point, but we always invite students back for MBA Advantage opportunities. Our Corporate Champions program is another UB MBA point of differentiation. Corporate Champions are representatives from organizations across the Western New York area who partner with our UB MBA students, student teams in the first semester of the program. It's an extensive and powerful experience that provides our students with the practical opportunity to immediately apply their knowledge, positively impacting actual companies in our community. The Corporate Champions participate in multiple touch points with our MBA teams. Our students benefit from the insights, learning lab environment, and access to senior leadership provided by the Corporate Champions program and from the network of involved companies. And you can see a sampling of companies that have participated on this slide. A winner of the MBA Roundtable Innovator Award, UB MBA Leader Corps gives students the opportunity to study and navigate real-world business situations by developing a set of clearly identified leadership competencies. Leader Corps bridges the gap between academic learning and the workplace, focusing on core competencies such as teamwork, problem solving, adaptability, and integrity that are considered vital by the business community for effective performance and successful leadership. In their first semester, Leader Corps students begin their journey with deep self-reflection and personal assessment, during which they identify the competencies they wish to strengthen. Each student then creates an individual development plan based on current competencies and career aspirations. One of the most differentiating features of Leader Corps is the students' engagement with a professional coach during their second semester. Through this process, students look back at their development so far and establish a plan to further develop their leadership skills as they finish their degree and embark on their careers. The last step to completion and the micro-credential is a certification defense, where candidates are required to present and defend their learning portfolios and provide examples of how they have successfully put their newly developed competencies into practice. Again, this is an opportunity for all of our MBA students, including our collaborative MBA students like MPH MBAs. The Jordan A. Daniels Nonprofit Board Fellowship connects students with community organizations for leadership development and hands-on impact. Selected students are able to serve as board members of local nonprofit organizations for a 1-year term. As a paid student assistant in our projects clinic, students dive hands-on into real-world projects alongside our community partners. Multiple short-term projects, usually 2 to 3 weeks in length, offer graduate students a dynamic experience working in cross-functional teams with diverse organizations. Again, you can view some project partners on this slide. You can see we actually have several within the healthcare industry. The School of Management centers serve as a bridge between academia and industry and advance the school's strategic pillars in providing transformative education, thought leadership, and societal impact. There are many opportunities for our MBA students to collaborate on student-run consulting projects and tackle real-world problems. Through our faculty-led short-term global programs, students prepare to lead in today's business world and develop the global and diversity mindset needed to succeed in any industry. Meet new people, visit businesses and cultural sites to showcase your experience to potential employers. All of our global and U.S. experiences include a credit-bearing virtual program, as well as optional travel to the program's destination and the opportunity to earn a micro-credential. The CoLab, which is short for our Startup and Innovation Collaboratory, is a campus-based entrepreneurship and innovation center that empowers students to realize solutions for the global and local challenges of our time. It's part startup incubator and part idea sharing center that connects students with mentors, events, funding, and experiences that cultivate the skills and mindset to build successful companies or to innovate competitively in careers within any organization. So I hope you can tell being an MPH MBA student is way more than just the classes that you'll take. There's so many wonderful experiences to take part in as a UB MPH MBA. UB is a great place to study and Buffalo is an awesome place to live. UB has more than 300,000 alumni across 150 countries, including 48,000 from the School of Management. UB alumni are special. There's just not a better way to say it. They're highly engaged with current students. They participate in many networking events, speak in classes and with clubs, and serve on a variety of boards and panels. So you can learn more about them here if you choose to click the QR code. There are a lot of ways to have fun, learn a new skill, and meet others outside of the classroom through campus activities. UB offers more than 500 student clubs and a variety of other opportunities to make the most of your time in the program. Additionally, the School of Management has specific school student organizations. Some are graduate focused, some are undergrad focused, and some are a mix. These organizations are a mix of undergrads and grads or grad focused. Some of the benefits of joining our student organizations are networking opportunities, leadership development, industry insights, and resume building.
Thanks, Megan. In addition to the many opportunities that are available through the School of Management and the larger university itself, there's many opportunities that are available to our MPH students, our combined MPH MBA students, and they include membership in the American Public Health Association and the New York Public Health Associations. These are great opportunities for students to network, learn from individuals who we engage with on national and state levels. Our school is able to sponsor certain students through application processes to be able to be free members of these organizations, to attend conferences that are held annually, and to really engage and get to know individuals who are working in public health. In addition, we have lots of student ambassador opportunities through our school, through our program, as well as different research opportunities. Our school is very research focused, and students are able to secure different assistantships with different faculty members working on various different topics and projects and really getting their feet wet in research, cutting edge health interventions. In addition to that, we also have students who are involved through Delta Omega, our Public Health Honor Society, those who get involved with global experiences through our Office of Global Health Initiatives, students who are able to go outside of the country to practice public health and apply what they're learning in the classroom out in the field. And then also we have lots of opportunities for interprofessional collaborative practice and education to engage with MBA students as well as students who are perhaps studying medicine, pharmacy, maybe earning a master's in urban planning, all these various degrees and programs that are able to really collaborate and learn from one another to solve health and community health problems.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Keenan. Our comprehensive career resources offer personalized coaching, industry connections, and tools to help you navigate your career path from day one. You'll benefit from UB's robust employer network, career fairs, and resume interview workshops designed to land you your dream job. Our students have access to two career centers, our School of Management Career Resource Center that we usually refer to as the CRC, and the university's Career Design Center. Before you even set foot on campus, the CRC is engaged and committed to your success by providing an MBA action item checklist. They'll work with you to help develop your career strategy, your personal brand, and hone the tools you'll need for an effective job search and rewarding career. The CRC offers individualized coaching and career services to help you define and achieve your goals. You'll participate in Career Resource Center programs to make the most of your experience, learn about today's job market, and develop the competencies for winning interviews. All of our MBA students are actually assigned a personal career advisor to assist you with all of the items that I just spoke of. You can also take advantage of BizLink, which is the online career management system brought to you by the Career Resource Center for the exclusive use of School of Management students. So you're able to post your resume, search job opportunities, webinars on BizLink through the School of Management's Career Resource Center. And you can also post your resume and do those same opportunities through the UB's Career Design Center and Bullseye, which is powered by Handshake. So you're really lucky to have access to two career centers as a UB graduate student. You'll also have access to virtual power chats that allow you to connect with alumni and business leaders and ask any questions you might have. You can hear about their career path, current work, and receive career advice from experienced professionals. I did want to share some information about our recent class of 2024 and their career outcomes. 89% of our MBA graduates were employed within 3 months of graduation with an average base salary of $85,000 and a high base salary of $225,000. And you're always able to find additional information on industries and location placement on the Career Resource Center website at management.buffalo.edu/career. Now that we've talked about MPH MBA program details, our community, career opportunities, let's talk a little bit more about the admissions process. Please note that our admissions committee reviews applications holistically. Some important things to think about when it comes to the MBA program and application is that our MBA program admits in the fall. So our first deadline is October 15th. The priority deadline for scholarship consideration is January 15th, so I highly encourage you to aim to get everything in by January 15th. March 15th is the final deadline for international applicants, and then June 1st is our final domestic application deadline, and for anyone in the US on a current valid visa. As you can see here by this chart, we have our application admissions deadlines with corresponding decision notification deadlines, and then when we would expect you to pay your $500 tuition deposit to confirm your seat. In regards to admissions requirements, there's an online application that you'll complete and submit in the applicant portal. The applicant portal will really serve as your dashboard for all of the other application pieces. It's going to be where you can view your to-do checklist, upload your documents, and ultimately be able to view your admissions decision. There's a $100 application fee. In regards to transcripts, you'll upload transcripts for each college or university listed in your application. Transcripts for all undergraduate credits, including transfer credits, earned towards your undergraduate degree must be uploaded. Copies can be uploaded for admissions consideration, and current UB students should also upload a copy of their academic advisement report, or AR. Admitted students must request their college or university send official conferred degree transcripts to the University of Buffalo. That's once you're admitted. In terms of your resume, industry standards is that resume length should be 1 page for every 10 years of professional work experience. You'll want to include relevant education and work experience and the months of years of employment for each of the positions that you've held. Our CRC has a fantastic resume preparation tool on their website. You can find it by searching management.buffalo.edu/resume. You'll also want to submit a career objectives essay, including your short-term and long-term career goals and how a UB MBA will help you achieve them. You can obviously note why you're pursuing an MPH MBA and how earning this degree at UB will help you achieve your short-term and long-term career goals. Admissions interviews are by invitation only, and we're test optional. So we do not require the GMAT or GRE for admissions consideration to the MBA program, but you're welcome to upload the test scores with your application if you choose to take these exams. There's some additional steps for international students. Applicants must have completed an academic program equivalent to a U.S. bachelor's degree prior to enrolling. All applicants who are not considered by UB policy to be native speakers of English must demonstrate proficiency by taking and submitting an English language proficiency exam. Copies can be submitted for admissions consideration, and admitted students must request official score reports to be sent to UB from the testing agency. Score reports are valid 2 years from the test date. Copies of your transcript can be uploaded for admissions consideration. If your transcripts are not in English, you must provide native language and a translated copy. Applicants must upload a copy of their proof of degree or provisional certificate if proof of degree hasn't been issued yet. Applicants must upload a copy of their passport photo page and ensure the name on the application matches the name on the passport. If admitted, students are required to upload immigration materials for I-20 issuance. This documentation is not required for admissions consideration and may be submitted after you receive an admissions decision. So when you're talking about earning an MBA or an MPH MBA, it's really an investment in yourself and your future career trajectory. As you'll see, our program offers a tremendous value in today's marketplace. The University of Buffalo is ranked as one of the 25 most affordable universities in the US by Credit Summit. We offer merit-based scholarships for our admitted domestic and international students, and all applicants are considered based on the materials submitted during the admissions process. Admitted and deposited students can also apply for assistantship and on-campus employment opportunities. As I mentioned, students have access to 2 career centers before you even start your first day of class. And just to reiterate, our full-time MBA was recently ranked 5th in the nation by Bloomberg Businessweek for the return on investment it provides our graduates. As we're looking at full-time MBA in-state resident tuition fees, as you think back to the timeline that Keenan mentioned, our MPH MBA students take their MBA core year with us. So that's really the first 2 semesters of the overall MBA program. And then you're sharing credits by taking MPH and MBA classes in years 2 and 3. So our in-state resident tuition and fees are around $9,828 per semester. Non-resident tuition fees for the 2-year program are $69,215. But again, if you're really looking at that first year, the MBA core year, you'll want to focus on these first 2 semesters where it's around $17,453. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Keenan to talk a little bit more about MPH.
All right, a little bit on the MPH admissions. Application deadlines for the MPH admissions are November 1st for international spring, December 1st for domestic spring, March 1st for international fall, and July 15th for domestic fall. Something very important to understand here is the fact that the MBA and MPH, while it can be pursued as a combined degree, is not one application process. So you will need to apply for the MBA, just as Megan outlined, and then you will also need to apply for the MPH program. Our MPH program does allow individuals to enroll in spring. However, you will just want to make sure, especially if you're adding an MPH as already an existing MBA student, that you consult with your advisor to make sure that that path makes sense and agrees with your laid out core curriculum for your first year. So a little bit about the requirements. For domestic students, you will be required to submit a bachelor's degree transcript from an accredited college or university. We do require a minimum GPA of a 3.0, although I do emphasize that our applications are also reviewed holistically. We also require official personal statements, resume CVs, and references from 3 academic or professional contacts. Students who are applying for the MPH will have to apply through the SOFA's central application. The MPH application is not found in the UB Graduate Portal Application Manager, but rather is a separate system found in the SOFA's Public Health Central CAS. In addition to a SOFA's fee, you will also have to pay your $50 application fee. For international students, there are a few extra steps and requirements. They're very similar to the ones that Megan outlined. Students will be required to submit or demonstrate English proficiency if they do not meet English language waivers or exemptions. And individuals will also be required to provide their official transcripts. In addition, we require that any individual, any applicant who has studied outside of the United States, that they submit a WES evaluation or NACES equivalent. If students are unable to submit a WES, they should contact me directly just to make sure that the evaluation agency that they are going forward with is accepted by our admissions team. It is also very important to understand that all documents must be submitted through SOFAs and that any WES or evaluation that is not submitted through SOFAs is sent directly by the agency to our admissions committee. We cannot accept any unofficial scanned WES or other NACES equivalent documents from the applicant themselves. A little bit about MPH tuition. Our tuition, similar to the MBA, can be looked at in terms of the estimated total cost or can be looked at in terms of the semester. As Megan mentioned, the year in which you are pursuing primarily coursework in MBA, you will be charged at the MBA tuition rate. The year in which you are pursuing primarily MPH coursework, you will be charged at the MPH tuition rate. Please note that we do have some differences in tuition rates, not only based upon whether you are an in-state or out-of-state student, but also whether you are pursuing your MPH courses online or in person. We do have online options for our health service administration, our epidemiology, individualized addictions, and health equity concentrations. There are other online courses that may be available to you. If you have any questions as a student or as a prospective applicant about tuition rates, we encourage you to reach out to us and we'll connect you to the right resources. So just to reiterate, there is a difference between non-resident and resident tuition rates. And just please note that the online graduate fees for non-resident versus in-state students are less significant than those for our students who are in person. So thank you so much for attending today's webinar. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Megan or myself. And we will be happy to assist you.